Hi everyone, and welcome to Inside Heidi's Mind, episode 29. I know it's been about 2 weeks since I made my last vlog. My last vlog, I was in Arizona. I was on my way to Las Vegas, and to say the least, that trip brought a lot of unexpected purchases that honestly I probably could have avoided, but at the same time couldn't, because otherwise I would have had to sit at my friend's apartment, do nothing, and eat nothing for 4 days. So like, it was a good trip. It was spontaneous, but it was also not the best trip because we didn't plan out everything, which I tried to do. But anyway, I don't really know what my favorite part of that trip was. Probably seeing everything and going on Fremont Street was pretty cool, but like when we were there I was already like super moody and stuff. I don't know what's been wrong with me lately, but I've been like really sensitive, really moody, like, and it's just been the last couple of weeks where I've gotten cranky really fast, and I've been sleeping more. I've been getting like 8 to 9 hours of sleep every night, a minimum of 7 since I've been home, and it's great because I'm able to sleep in until 8 or 9 o'clock. And when I first started coming home, I slept until like 10 or 11 o'clock. But I've been getting up and working out, which is what I just got doing. I'm sure you can tell because I'm sweaty and nasty. I only did 3 miles today, but today is Friday, December 31st. It is the last day of 2021. And since Monday, today I would have completed 18 miles on the elliptical. I did 4 on Monday, 4 on Tuesday, 3 on Wednesday, 4 on Thursday, and 3 on Friday. And tomorrow I plan on doing 2, so I can at least get to 20 for the week. It doesn't take long to just be dedicated to yourself and to get yourself going. Sometimes it's a little painful when you first start, but once you're going, your muscles get all refueled. And yeah, I got this new sweater from my sister for Christmas, and I absolutely love it. I feel bad because she got me these cheetah joggers to match her outfit, and the joggers didn't fit. Sadly, Champion sizes bottoms. Apparently, I'm a large and not a medium, and they had no larges in any of the Shield stores. But my boyfriend got me these Fabletics leggings, and they slide on so well. Plus, they're breathable, and they're like, kind of ankle level, whatever. But they're seriously perfect, and he only had to get them for like $7 because he had some like member points or whatever. So super cool. And I got these nice Under Armour shoes, which I've had for a while, but I only use for working out, so they look pretty good. I don't know if you even saw them. But anyway, not why I came on here today. So I've been home for, today would mark 8 days. I flew into North Dakota from Salt Lake City, Utah last Monday night, and then I stayed in Fargo, North Dakota Tuesday and Wednesday, and I got here Wednesday evening and saw my parents. My dad went to work, whatever. So technically Thursday would have been my first day here. And so it's been literally 8 days. Today would be 8 days, yeah. And to say the least, the last 8 days have been very eventful. I got home. I still am in an online class. The online class technically started December 13th. I started the work on the 16th when I traveled out of Philadelphia to go to Utah. And since we were making a 5-hour drive to Las Vegas, I did homework on the 5.5-hour plane ride. I did homework in the 5-hour drive, and I did homework like 2 or 3 hours out of the drive back. I did 11 out of 12 modules of my class in a matter of 6 days. Like, I was completed with all 11 modules by the 22nd. And then my teacher put out module 12 on the 28th. So I had 6 days where I didn't have any homework. I got to enjoy family time. I saw all of my siblings. I saw my nephews. I saw my niece, my sisters, my brother. A lot of people don't know I have siblings, or they think that I only have one sibling because I only talk about my sister Kayla if I ever talk about a sibling. But yeah, I have 3 siblings. They're all half. My brother's the oldest. He's 32. My sister is 30 right now, but she'll be 31 on January 29th. And my other sister is 28. And so it's a little different because I technically was like an only child as of 12. Because all my siblings were either kicked out of the house or they moved out by their own decision. I moved out when I was 18. right away, actually, after high school, because I realized the same pattern was happening with me and my parents. Love my parents to death, but the pattern was happening where we would argue with one of my parents, to say the least, and the arguments just got to the point where they were so serious where we decided it was our time to go out of the house. And it seems like every time an individual moved out of the house, the relationship formed to be better, which was good. And it seemed to be the same way for me as I went to Pennsylvania. My parents and I grew closer because because I talk to them more often on the phone, and like I reach out to my grandparents once a week, and sometimes even more, sometimes less, sometimes it's every other, especially with this last semester, me being in field work and working like 85 hours a week, including class. I was like sleeping 3 to 4 hours at night. It wasn't good. And this next semester I'll have 4 classes. I already have my schedule completely planned out so that I can go to the gym every day and prioritize myself every morning, and so I can work on my fit team business. So if any of you are looking for a New Year's resolution of weight loss or mental energy, or like you don't have to buy like energy drinks or coffees anymore, like you can still drink them once in a while, but I'm telling you, it changed my life just because of the community. And while I was working out, the reason I did 3 miles instead of 4 today is because I literally could not focus and I needed to clear my mind. This vlog may or may not be a good way of doing so, but it's been a while since I've posted one. I knew I needed to make one anyway. So with that class, I still have one project that I have to do. There's only one project in the whole class, and it's creating a pamphlet for a parent guide for whether their kid needs a 504 or IEP plan. And you have to create it and guide them through the referral process and the actual process into getting a 504 IEP and the renewal. So not excited for that. Been pushing that off for about 9 days now. Oh god, I almost took my earring out when I did that. My face itches after I like work out. I know that's weird, but when I sweat, my face gets like really dry. So like after I shower, I have to use Mary Kay lotion or my face will like itch and break out. And I don't know if it's just my skin, whatever, but people say that I have really good skin. So I've never really had pimples in my whole life. Sometimes when I'm stressed, I'll get one here, or I'll get one here or here, never anywhere else. But one of the reasons I wanted to come on here was I was just stressed. Like, I was thinking of the song Battle Scars by Lupe Fiasco, and I was singing those lyrics while I was working out, and I was like, wow, that's how I feel right now. And I was like on the verge of tears, like working out, because while I've been home, I've been trying my best to help my parents around the house and be productive and like help them, because my mom works for housekeeping for nuns Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. or 7 to 3:30, whatever her hours are. And my dad drives semi at night from 8 p.m. and lately 7:30 p.m. to 7 in the morning because of the icy roads, so it takes a little extra time. Like, they're both working full-time jobs all the time, Monday through Friday. So I get here and I'm like, okay, how can I help, And Thursday, the first day I was here, I went through the small closet in the small bedroom that used to be mine when I was 3 through 12. And I cleaned out, there's like a chest dresser, there's a tall dresser, there's a desk, and then there's a closet. And I cleaned out all of it. The top still has my baby blankets. The bottom's like, I don't think it really had anything in it. An old radio, I think, is still in there. And then the main part is just like a couple of storage bins for the camper and some Christmas wrapping paper and like a couple of costumes. Otherwise, I cleaned out everything. And then I cleaned out my bedroom that I'm staying in. There's 3 closets, bottom and top, that I cleaned out. And it has like my niece's extra clothes in there, my space that I'm using, and then it has like a box of my mom's summer clothes, but it's a very small box. And anyway, you guys don't need to know everything that's in it, but I also helped clean my parents' bedroom closet and made it so my dad could use it. I even vacuumed out all the cobwebs and like took out like, I think like 8 garbage bags just out of that closet. And then I helped with the dining room closet, which has a closet behind it underneath the staircase. And I vacuumed all those cobwebs out. I cleaned every single shelf and reorganized it. It's not like I threw away everything, which apparently my family has a tendency to assume that I'm going to throw away everything. So love that assumption about me. Don't like when people assume, and as a future counselor, we are told not to assume anything. And here it is. I have my sister, my mom, my grandma, my dad, my other grandma, all assuming that I'm throwing everything I see. I'm not going to throw something that I feel has sentimental to you. And they're like, well, you may feel it doesn't have sentimental, but it does. And I'm like, okay, so when I went through the back closet by the elliptical where I was just working out, I asked my dad about everything. I was like, how about these boots? What do you think of these shoes? Like, and then if I knew that it was something that they didn't use or it was trash, okay, I threw it away. And it looks so much better. Mind you, there's like a crock pot warmer thing on the top shelf because I didn't have any room to put it anywhere, and I could have put it in other closets, but that would have been gross. And I still have to clean out the kitchen and the bathroom in order to say that the entire house like has been cleaned, all the dressers, all the drawers, everything. And it'll feel good. Like my mom feels super refreshed. We took out 2 pickup loads worth of stuff to the trash place. And my dad only had to pay like $7 or $8 to unload it all. And, I know that's a lot of trash and a lot of waste, you might be thinking. But wow, like I cleaned out the laundry room the other day and they used to not have space to walk. This whole corner was filled like up to the window, and now there's like space. And the reason we have 2 baskets there is because we found those in the pile, and they're like, oh, we gotta get them to someone. They're like brand new. I'm like, okay, whatever, keep them then. And then that air filter, my dad bought the wrong size and he's trying to give that away to somebody. So it's like, okay, whatever, give these things, but like don't keep everything, Hello, I'm currently doing a vlog on YouTube. Perks of being at my parents' house, my mom and dad randomly walk into every room that I'm in, so you never know when you're going to fully get privacy, but it's fine. I've been here for 7 days, and yeah, to say the least, I'm gonna be here for a total of 24 days. My boyfriend is coming. My new boyfriend, who has not met them, is coming on, I shouldn't say new, we've been dating for a little while now, but like, he's never been on a flight, and he's flying here to come meet my parents on January 9th, and he'll be here January 9th through 16th, and I'm super excited for that, but I'm nervous, because after cleaning all of these rooms, we found this like little plastic trophy in the one box I didn't go through, because there are these little like gas tank things in the box that my dad told me not to touch, so like, I didn't touch them. I left that one box, and there was this little plastic trophy in it, and apparently it had sentimental to my dad, and my mom explained where he got the trophy from, and honestly, he got the trophy on one of the worst nights of my entire life when I was 7 years old. And the thing that frustrates me is my memory is not the greatest when it comes to school. I work hard. I'm in a master's degree. I get that. I'm working in my classes. People say that I'm smart because I'm on this level. But no, it's just hard work and being active and participating. And for some reason, my memory when it comes to psychological knowledge, I could talk about Sigmund Freud. I could talk about, different psychologists, and I know that's the most common one, which is why I mentioned that one, because maybe you guys recognize the name. But it's hard to talk about that stuff, but when it comes to trauma and traumatic events, like when I was 7 years old and some stuff happened where I'm not going to name this in case he watches this live or this vlog, but to say the least, some stuff happened that he apologized for, and he got that trophy, and it was not the greatest, it wasn't the greatest example of who he is as a person, and he's changed since then and who he's become. But apparently he's always told my mom he wanted to get rid of that trophy because it reminded him of a very bad experience, and the moment it's in this box that I didn't even know because I didn't touch it, I found out later on, he freaked out at me and claims out loud that I hated him, and that I hate him, and I don't hate him, because honestly, it angers me so much that you can just think it's okay to talk to me like that. Like, I get it's not all the time, and I'm not out to make this video as like making him as a bad person or whatever. I appreciate my parents beyond words. I moved to Pennsylvania in August of 2020, okay? And people wonder how I live the life I live. Why do you work so much? I work at student lodging because they waive my rent. I work at Jack's because that's my main cash income for my bills. I work at Millersville because they give me a stipend of $300 every 2 weeks, and they pay for my tuition, and then I have to pay for the fees. So then I also get student loans, in which I accept all of them like an idiot because I need that cushion right now. If I didn't have student loans, because of how slow restaurants are right now, I wouldn't be able to afford to come home and visit my family. I prioritize people in my life. I moved out to Pennsylvania in August of 2020. It's almost been 2 years. I get that, and it's now December of 2021, so a year and a half. And I get that it's not a good way to live. I do have a lot of debt between credit cards. I'm not gonna lie. Because I've paid off credit cards and then had to use them again because I used all of my money to pay off the credit cards like an idiot instead of paying slowly. I'm like probably $5,000. I shouldn't even say probably. One of the credit cards alone is $5,000. So yeah, I'm over $5,000 just in credit card debt. When I am done with school, going to graduate school and undergrad alone, I only went 2.5 years to UND. For one, I moved out of the house when I was 18, didn't know what I was doing, lived at multiple different places, lived in a house with a lady, it was super nice, but I didn't get along with her sister very well. As I'm a neat freak and she was not, just wasn't our way of living. We didn't get along, and I just can't stand that type of stuff. My roommates now know that. And I don't try to be controlling. I understand they're different people, they live different lives, but like, please keep our common area clean. And then I went to like a super bougie apartment called the Bowden. As some of you watching know what that is, you know I lived there, and I paid like $600 a month to live there. I had great communities. I had a gym. I had like study rooms. There was a movie theater, which I really never used a movie theater, but I used the study rooms. I used the gym. There was a mail room. We had free food like once or twice a month from different restaurants, and like free donuts and coffee, and I cleaned for them for $11 an hour. And like, I've always been working like 4 jobs. Don't know why. There was only one time in my life that I was actually working 1 job, and that was the year of 2020. I worked at PS Industries part-time, and then I started full-time for a little while, and then I went to Wilbur Ellis Fertilizer Company because they had a temporary position that fit perfectly for the time before I was going to grad school. Point is, I work a lot. I'm 22 years old. People sometimes think I'm 17. People sometimes think I'm older than that. I have visited, I think 30 states now. I would have to add them up, but after going to Utah, Arizona, and Nevada, I think I hit 30. I didn't travel until I was 18. I didn't go on a plane until I was 18. I didn't really drive anywhere until I was 18. Once I hit 18, I drove to Ohio from North Dakota. I did it more than once. I drove to New Jersey from North Dakota. I lived in Seaside Heights, New Jersey, which is technically Jersey Shore. Everyone hates on Jersey, says it's the armpit of America. I love Jersey, but I think it's because I'm not used to that. I didn't never grew up with beaches. You feel blessed. Feel blessed when you get to live on a beach and you get to go running every morning. I was running 2.5 miles a day. I lost 15 pounds that summer because I was watching what I was eating. Mind you, I was also broke, so I had like a protein bar and an apple for lunch every day, and a salad and chicken for supper, and like I think I had 2 eggs and a piece of toast for like breakfast. Yeah, it was very, very tight. And I lived with 44 other college students. It was a mission trip. Could have been a better experience, but I don't know if it's because I isolated myself. I went from extrovert to introvert on that trip, and it wasn't good. That or people don't like me. I don't know. Sometimes you wonder, is there something wrong with me that people don't like me? I get this is a long video, but I have so much on my mind, guys. And if you're still watching, thank you. But sometimes you get this feeling like, why do I have to beg people to hang out with me, or what I have to do? And while I've been in Pennsylvania, just in 2021, I have came home for a total of 4 out of 12 months. Full months. I was home last November through January. So that took an entire first month out of the year. And then I came home again in June 1st through July 21st. There's another month and a half. And then so a month and a half plus a month and a half. And then you have, unless you don't want to count November. And then I came home December 20th, and I'm here until January 16th. So another like month. Every time I'm home, it's 4 to 6 weeks. Next time I come home, probably only going to be 3 at the maximum, because I've been here for 7 days. I'm going to be here for 24 days total. And I've already seen my dad get upset 3 times. 3 times. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and yesterday. I've been told that I hate them. So false. If I hated you, I wouldn't be here. If I hated you, I wouldn't think about paying for a trip to Nashville for your birthdays out of half of my student loans. I know you're not supposed to do that, but or working my tail off at the restaurant that I work at called Jack's. Love my people there. And sometimes I don't love my people there. But you know what I mean. You have a love-hate relationship with your coworkers sometimes, especially when they give you so much crap for your passions. Like, my relationship with God has not been the best this last semester. It hasn't been the best while I've been home. I haven't opened my Bible once since I've been home, and I've been home for already a week. It's terrible. And you might not think that's terrible because you're used to it, but like, I have a passion. I want to grow in my faith. And this last semester, I haven't been able to give any time to that. And it's like, when you give God time, he'll give you more time. And I haven't been tithing my time. I have not been doing that. And it's been bad. I go to church. I love church. I leave church. And it's like, oh gosh, now I feel like it's a discipline. Like, I got to get myself back into it. My faith has been weak. And just like so many things I want to do well have been weak. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be here. If I hated people, I wouldn't be here. And now that I'm home, I reach out to literally all my friends in the next town over, and I don't have a car because I flew here. And I've had, out of the 7 days I've been home, like, I love being with family, and it's nice not running around and not having to drive to people. So far, today will be the first day that I'll have a friend picking me up. Yesterday I had an old classmate come to town out of like 10 minutes out and pick me up and go to breakfast or brunch. And then today I'm having a friend pick me up. We're also going to brunch. And I know it's a lot of eating out, but trust me, I'm watching what I'm eating, and I've been working out, and I've only been eating twice a day because I don't eat breakfast until it's about noon, 1 o'clock, and then I eat supper, and that's it. And maybe I'll have a snack later on. So I don't start eating until like 1 o'clock in the day. And I'm done by like 8 o'clock. So I'm still eating within a window, trying to, whatever. But I started a fitness challenge tomorrow, and I've been trying to get myself ending December strong so that I can start strong. And out of this time home, I've had the one friend yesterday, one friend today, and tomorrow I am going to a friend because I want to see her house and her puppies and stuff. So that's like my own fault. And she lives like 25 minutes away. And then I have another friend coming to me from 20 minutes away. But the weekend after, I'll be staying in Grand Forks, which is a town over, and I contacted 10 friends who I think are like my closest friends in the area. Almost every one of them are either out of town, they didn't respond, or they said that I like couldn't stay with them. I had one that said, you can have a key, I'll let you can come and go as you please. Like, yeah, of course, like, always here for you. And I'm just like, whoa, I would do anything for all of these people. And whoa, and out of the 10, there have been maybe a few that have reached out to try to even talk to me while I'm home. And I'm like, wow, the ones that I thought were like my greatest friends haven't reached out unless I reach out to them. What is happening? So you know what? I've decided I'm not going to even try. If they want to hang out, they know I'm here. I've reached out at least 2 or 3 times before I came and when I got here and within the last couple of days. And I guess we'll see what happens. If they want to hang out, they want to hang out. But if not, you know what? Family is key. I have my cousins. I have my siblings. I have my niece, my nephews. It sucks that I only got to see my nephews once, and that's all I'll get to see them because my sister's coming up again in January. But she's coming with herself and her new boyfriend, so we'll see how that goes. But I've just been stressed, guys. And I'm sure you guys have been stressed from the holidays. And maybe you're annoyed by hearing me talk all the negatives. I'm not trying to be negative. And last but not least, this is why I stay a part of Fit Team. I was thinking about it while I was on the elliptical. God, I can't talk. Fit Team Global is a family-oriented business. It is a family in general. You can include your family in the events. They treat you like family no matter where you're at. If you need help, you can call someone. If you want to reach out, you can just post on the Facebook page. People will reach out to you. They love you no matter where you're at. They push you towards your goals. I'm home. I hear people in my family talking about their goals. I give them a reason to reach for it, and they shut me down. I'm like, oh, you feel stuck here? Move. Oh, it's not that easy. I get that you feel stuck here because other people, but overall, it's your decision. If you want to help the other people, okay, stay. If you think you have too much stuff, okay, stay. Keep that stuff holding you hostage, but I'm not holding you hostage. So do what your passions are. Run after them. You don't have to be 22 to feel 22. I'm 22. You don't have to be 22 to start your journey of fit team. You don't have to be 22 to lose the weight you want to lose. You don't have to be 22 to move across the country. And I always use my aunt and uncle as examples. My aunt and uncle moved, they stayed in Crookston, Minnesota for Lord knows how many years. I don't know how old they were when they moved here, probably in their 20s. So I'd say they were in Crookston, Minnesota for about 30 to 35 years. And they moved to Tampa, Florida. They didn't do it just to be snowbirds. They did it because my uncle got offered a scholarship at a Bible school and he felt like it was his calling. He prayed about it. Always pray about your decisions. I need to work on that too, but it's true. If you pray about your decisions, you're going to get guided to where you need to be. I prayed about graduate school. I heard Millersville literally 2 days later when I was at UND Chi Alpha, which is a campus ministry. And I applied, I got accepted, or had the interview, got accepted, place to live, and roommates in 3 days. When I moved there, they announced classes were going to be all online. Before my parents even came back, they offered me to come back with them. And I said, nope, I think I'm meant to be here. Like, something's telling me I need to be here. I met certain people in my life. You know who you are if you're still watching. I really believe that I was meant to meet those people. I was meant to go through this journey. And sometimes it sucks because you're like, why God? Why am I going through this? Or why this person? Or why does this happen to me? But you can't sit in a pity party every day of your life. You have to run for it and you have to keep running for it. And consistency is the hardest thing I've ever had to do between Fit Team and my own life. But as the only way you're going to grow is if you stay consistent in your goals and what you want. So I encourage you, as 2022 is tomorrow, it doesn't have to be a new year in order to be a new you. It doesn't have to be a new year to start new goals. It could be a new day. It could be a new week. Today's a new day. It's like 10 o'clock here right now, and I'm in Central Time, and I'm starting, I'm just thankful for the day. I still have a whole pamphlet I need to make for this stupid project that I've been pushing off for like a week. According to the syllabus, I'm still ahead because everybody in the class, if they're going by the calendar, they should only be on Module 9. Well, I'm done with Module 12, and I just need to do the project, and the project isn't due till January 7th. But next week, I will be shadowing 2 days my old English teacher at the Crookston High School because I need to learn classroom management, I need to observe and volunteer, and then write about my experience. So I get to go to the lovely dentist on Monday, and I'm going to the high school after that. I'll be at the high school Monday and Tuesday. And then I have to write that observation. I have to attend a parent effectiveness training for my pre-internship portfolio. So lots of experience to write about. I've written a pre-internship portfolio, which basically explains what you've done in your experience in school. And I've done a lot. We're at 30 pages right now, and it's not even done. Besides that, one more thing. When I was on my way to Utah, I got emailed from Student Lodging asking if I could be a representative for the student body at Millersville Student Lodging Incorporated. And so when I get back to Millersville, I will be going to meet with the CEO of Student Lodging Incorporated. So if you watch this, you'll understand different achievements I've made, and know that if you are important to me, and everyone is important to me, and if you reach out, I will make time for you, whether it's a call, a text, a video call, or you want to meet up for lunch, or whatever you want to do, I'm here. And I would hope that people do the same for me, but you can't set those expectations for everyone. I want to make a difference. I want to be like Jesus. I want to be like Rachel Joy Scott. I want to be like Gracie Woods. I want to leave an impact on lives, and that's what I want to do. I'm only 22, and it will only get better from here. So I appreciate you all for watching. I know this one was definitely my longest vlog. It's my last one of the year, so cheers to 2021. Let's go 2022. And yeah, drink more water. Exercise, take care of yourself, and be thankful for each and every day, just like I'm thankful for all of you. Thank you guys, and see you in episode 30 next year.